1 year since historic rains flooded parts of Broward County. The once-in-a-thousand-year event caused damage to homes.
And some home owners actually are still struggling in the aftermath. Local 10's Andrew Perez is in Fort Lauderdale to explain where things stand now.
The notorious 1-in-1,000-year storm, the tsunami from the sky. From the outside, things look differently.
I'm still recovering. Yeah, business wasn't that great. I had to use all my money and my resources.
People are just edgy, and it's like a nightmare.
But residents say there's still work and still trauma 1 year later. We caught up with Jack Grimm, who you might remember from this photo on his countertop. In roughly 6 months, his Edgewood home was gutted and pieced back together, but the flooding has changed his family, the way they track rainfall and take precautions.
If we look like it's going to have any kind of rain, it starts building up good, I get everything out. My wife went out and bought me and her mother a to-go bag and insists that we pack it partially anyway.
So right now you have a ready-to-go bag, just in case.
Yeah, small one. We're listing the property as a teardown.
Ruchi here has a different story. Just last month, after a year, he decided he needs to just sell his wife's childhood home.
It came to that point where we finally realized that it's beyond trying to fix. It was 33 inches plus 2 inches of gasoline. It came right up to here.
Structural problems, flood damage, and expenses bubbling up despite federal assistance. A year later, after the flood, he and his wife still sleep in a camper out front.
Good thing we're in love.
Living in a camper?
Yeah, we like each other, so it's a good deal.
There's absolutely a community PTSD.
Dr. Nancy Gassman, Fort Lauderdale's Assistant Public Works Director, says the city fast-tracked work to take into account extreme weather events. Areas like Edgewood now have 5.6 miles of pipe underground ever since the storm. A similar project also complete in the River Oaks neighborhood to include 3 stormwater pump stations. Work continues in the Durs neighborhood and design underway in Melrose Park.
The projects that were part of the Stormwater Master Plan Phase 1, we've moved all of them up by 1 to 3 years. Any infrastructure that we install today as a city has considered extreme rainfall and sea level rise in the planning and design work.
And the city had to work very quickly to secure all the funding to fast track those projects. There's still more work that needs to be done, though. Residents right now waiting to see exactly how these new systems perform. That's the latest here in Fort Lauderdale. I'm Andrew Perez, Local 10 News.